So we'll start with a new session menu, and we'll start by top left. The airports and centers are classified by 4-letter codes that ICAO, the International Civil Aviation Organization, gives. So each airport will have a 4-letter code, which in this case, for example, we have Amsterdam, Bilbao, Barcelona, Madrid, Málaga, Palma de Mallorca. We start with Amsterdam just to get in to try to explain some stuff. So of course, the name is Amsterdam for this airport. In the case before, it was Maastricht Upper Area Control, which we will explain later. So we start with Amsterdam. We have first the configuration. Configuration for the airport is which arrival runways, which departure runways are we using. So in this case, for Amsterdam in mixed configuration, we use the arrival 36 right and 06 and departure 36 left. What does these numbers mean? So the two numbers mean which direction you are facing when you are sitting in that runway. So in the case of 36 means 360. In aviation, 360 means heading north. And so if we had 270, so 90 degrees to the left, it would be west. 90 degrees more, it would be south, so 180. And 090 would be heading east. So 36 is 360, so these runways are facing north. And 06 is just a single runway, because this is the difference between these runways, is that there is, in the case of Amsterdam, 3 runways facing north, and so we give them Romeo R, Lima L, or Charlie center, which we can see here. So it's literally, if you're facing north, which runway is on the left, on the center, and on the right. Let's start a new session so that you can see this. So this would be 36 left. This strip here is 36 left. This is 36 center. And this is 36 right. Okay, next we have the sector. Sector, for example, in the case of Barcelona, we have two options: either the terminal maneuvering area, which is explained here as Barcelona full, which will we will control all the approach control. We will see this what it means right now. And we have the other option, which is the Barcelona final. So if we click TMA, we will see that what we control is the darker area. Okay, so in this case is this little figure plus the whole area inside the yellow line, which, by the way, the yellow line is the minimum radar vector in altitude, which is the minimum altitude you can be in each polygon. So in this case, EasyJet, so EC76 Alpha Tango is inside this big polygon here, as you can see. And so the minimum altitude is 1,500 feet for this polygon. So EasyJet is good because he's at 7,000 feet. Okay, this was the full TMA. Let's see what happens if we select F24. We select F24, we will have the Barcelona final approach. And you see that the dark area, it's subtle, but it's much smaller. This is because, by the way, I pause with P, with the letter P. This is because we want to control here is the final approach, the last vectors towards the ILS. Okay, more options that we have. Rest of the options are pretty straightforward. So arrival traffic per hour, 25 traffic per hour, departure traffic per hour, 10 traffic per hour, for example, you can click here and select what you want, for example 30. And the initial traffic per hour, sorry, not per hour, the initial traffic is the amount of traffic that we have initially. So if I select 5, you see that I will have 5 aircraft spawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is all about the main menu for the airports, but we also have for the area control center, which is basically the same options but much more compact. So for example, there is no runway in the upper area control, and we only have to select the en route traffic per hour. So if I start a new session, you see that we are already inside with 2 traffic as we select it. And so that's it.